Hey, BJ Peters here with my grandson John again. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I love sharing my stuff, and obviously so does John. Today I'm going to show an easy card that features the two of the hot products from the Stampin' Up! Catalogs right now. This one would be great for Valentine's Day. Right, John? Do you love you?
No.
Do you love Grandma?
No.
Let's get started. Here's a close-up of the card. Pretty fun, very bright, and it certainly is going to make a statement, isn't it? So I was at a demonstrator event this weekend, and you know, if you're on my team, you could also be participating in these really fun things. And I learned that this designer series paper called Painted with Love, specialty designer series paper, and this stamp set called Heartfelt Blooms are the top selling items from the two catalogs in the United States. So here is the Occasions catalog. You've probably seen it, and here's that Painted with Love designer series paper. Loving the colors. It's a unique color combination, but just super duper fun. And then right now it's celebration time. So remember, in celebration, there's lots of bonuses for you. For hostesses, you get an extra $25 for a qualifying show. For if you just purchase, you get to have something free with every $50 order. And if you join the Stampin' Up! Family right now, you actually get a huge bonus because you get to pick out $125 worth of products from this catalog that you want, plus you get two free stamp sets, any price of your choice from the catalog, plus all your business supplies, free shipping. Man, it's a deal. So whether you're a hobby demonstrator or just want to build a little bit of a business or a big business, this is the time to do it. All right, let me show you a little bit more. Here is that Heartfelt Bloom stamp set, and this is a unique design that Stampin' Up! Is doing, and let me show you where it explains it a little bit. It says it right here. It says that it's a distinctive stamp, and what it does is it lays down ink at different opacities, giving the finished image more depth. So it's just easy. Just ink the surface and you get this different depth, different opacities. It's actually, I think, pretty stinking gorgeous. Love it. So here is what the surface of that stamp looks like. Again, it's the top choice from Celebration, and I can certainly see why. And it doesn't have, you know, the real deep grooving on the red rubber that we're used to, but it gets give you such a gorgeous look. And I just take my stamp right to the block, and this works out so well. You don't get any lines. It's just super easy. And I'm just going to stamp that right at the top of this little piece of 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch Whisper White cardstock. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you believe all of the depth that you give? It's amazing. As I mentioned, this is honestly, everyone, just a super simple card. I'm just going to layer this on a 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of Melon Mambo cardstock. And I chose my color palette right from the designer series paper. This Painted with Love specialty designer series paper. You've seen much of that bundle on my blog with all the cute little boxes, and I'll post with this to some other really fun things. But there's basically the best part of the card, but we got to add a little bit of bling. So in that Painted with Love suite, there is this mini tinsel trim, and it comes in gold or the pink, and we're going to use the gold today to add just a little bit of glitz to it. So I wanted to share with you how I measure my ribbon so that I know about how much I'm going to need. When I'm just going to tie a square knot, I actually use like 3 lengths of the ribbon, and that gives me enough just to have that square knot. I want to go around twice, so I'm going to do a couple more. So that's actually 4 lengths right there, and because that goes around twice, right? And then so here's the extra for a bow and then extra for bow. So for this particular way I'm going to do it, I went around six lengths of the ribbon or the card. So let's write this around twice, and now I've got my 2 lengths here, and I'm just gonna, I find it easy just to tie a square knot so I don't have to be chasing that ribbon all around. Just easier. There we go. And now I'm just going to do my 2 loops for my bow. There we go. I'm just going to kind of push it around a little bit there, and I'm just going to even up the tails here. Perfect. Fun. It just adds that little bit of glitz. Now I'm going to put that on the front of my card, and because it's going to be raised a little bit with this, I'm actually going to put it on with dimensionals. So I'm just going to put a dimensional in each corner. And this is the Calypso Coral card base. Again, cardstock right out of the color, right out of the Designer Series paper. So it's the standard 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now we got to put something on the inside because we got such a gorgeous outside. We certainly have to have something on the inside. So I have my Whisper White here. It's 3.5 by 4 3/4. It's getting close to Valentine's Day, so I'm actually going to use a sentiment right out of the Heartfelt Bloom stamp set where the flower came from, and scenting Heartfelt Thoughts. So I can actually use it for multiple things. Got a little, you can see I stamped it upside down before. I'm going to just put that right there. I think I've got a plan for that. I actually have a little piece of the Designer Series paper right here, and I think we'll cover that up. So just bringing some of the outside to the inside. Oh, well, look at that. Works out perfectly. Look at how that just kind of blings that right up. Perfect. Hey, thanks for stopping by today. Remember, you can purchase these hot products in my online store at stampandbj.com. And remember to create and feel great.